We are delighted to welcome back to our show the head coach of the Gators, Coach Billy Napier. Coach, thanks for making time. Congratulations on ending your first signing class. I know it never ends, but how do you feel today?
Yeah, Paul, thanks for the opportunity to be here. Yeah, very pleased with the progress that we've made. I think we've been working about 2 months now, obviously adding players in lots of different ways, but also hiring the staff. And it's been a great experience. Been very impressed with Gainesville, Florida. Been very impressed with the University of Florida. So, so far, so good.
I know, Coach, you can only do what you have time for, but I'm just reading the experts and what they're saying, and many, if not all, are complimenting you on really, finishing very strongly, putting a really good class together, considering the lateness of your arrival and the situation that you were in, the program was in when you inherited it.
Yeah, a lot of early mornings and late nights, but I'm thankful for our administration, our staff. We've got a terrific group of people that have taken pride in their role, and a lot of people contribute to the success that we've had so far. It's a big part of what we do, evaluating players, recruiting players, and certainly trying to build trust and great communication with the current players on the team. So a lot going on. Certainly been a great transition, filled with problems, but we're excited about some of the opportunities that come with that.
Coach, I know this ends today, this class, but in college football today it never ends. So what's next for you? I realize there'll be a spring practice eventually, but in terms of off the field matters, where do you put your attention now?
Yeah, we're right in the middle of phase 1 of our off-season program. The players are doing a really good job. Obviously, we lean on Mark Hockey and his staff, Joe Danos, Kelsey Gomes, Tony Hill. We've got a terrific group of people there, a great team in the development part of the organization. Our staff, our football staff and recruiting staff, is getting ready to take about 5 days off. We got to move families. Heck, my wife and kids are getting here Friday, and much of our staff is kind of going through the same thing. So a little bit of a transition time here. We'll start phase 2 when we get back to work. Really excited and been impressed so far.
Coach, I've heard a number of commentators that we have spoken to about your program talk about the completeness of your operation, which is something you did before in your former stop, but a lot of folks in Gainesville have not seen anything quite like it. Could you explain your philosophy on the whole package that comes along with your coaching regime?
Well, Paul, I think you're talking about just the approach we've taken with the people that we've hired. I've been fortunate to work with some of the very best in the profession. We're all products of our experience, the people that we've been around. And really what we're trying to do here is create an organization of people where we can impact the player in lots of different ways. We want to obviously be very competitive on the field. We want these young men to develop as football players, but more importantly, we want to work on their character, work hard on who they are as people, and chase this education goal, really prioritize their education as a whole, and create a unique experience, one that's different than anywhere in the country. And I think we've got a great product to sell. And we've put our organization together with that in mind. So I think that it's what's required to be competitive in today's college football dynamic.
Coach, I know the University of Florida had some announcements this week in relation to NIL, and it is the topic du jour. Let's start with what's going on your campus right now.
Yeah, we're very fortunate in that we have made a partnership with Gator Collective. I think in today's dynamic, with the revenue that's created through college football, the players are, they've got an opportunity to benefit. They get a piece of the pie, and certainly this is an avenue where they can earn compensation on top of their scholarship and the cost of attendance and the Austin money and all the things that come with that. So we've organized our people. Still very much a work in progress, but I'm excited about that. I think it's unique. And we look forward to how that can impact our program and certainly impact the players.
Coach, many have commented about the current state of NIL. Some have been very critical, some have pointed fingers. I'm not asking you to do that, but I am asking you to describe the culture that is existing right now and the competitiveness of it, and how you, and I know you've alluded to it a minute ago, but how do you take this on, especially coming from a major state institution like the University of Florida?
Well, it's a new dynamic, right? I mean, this is a completely new era in college football. I do think you're seeing programs and universities across the country still adjusting, right? I think this thing evolves every day. It's changing every day. Everyone's trying to get out in front of it. We've certainly been aggressive at the University of Florida in this area. I'm excited about how it can impact the quality of experience that the player has. But I do agree with some of the things that I've heard out there relative to what are the parameters, what are the rules of engagement, and how do we wrap our hands around this as leaders, in college athletics. So there's lots of positives here, but I do think that, as we go here, we're going to have to create some guidelines here relative to competition.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.